now break this down for you. The frequently asked questions over the Sanchar Saathi app and what is the kind of miscommunication that is also happening. Now, what exactly is the Sanchar Saathi app? It is a smartphone security app that is primarily being put out by the government, and they say that this is a bid to save people from cyber security threat. Is the app pre-installed on new phones? Now, a lot of people believe that the manufacturers have been forced to pre-install this app on new phones and will come as an update on old phones. However, the centre is now refuting this claim. Can we delete the Sanchar Saathi app? Installing the app is not mandatory is what the centre has said. And we just heard from Jyotiraditya Scindia, who said that the app can be uninstalled at any time. It is totally on the discretion of people to whether they want to keep this app or not. Why is this app being introduced in the first place? Now, the government is saying that the app is being introduced in a bid to protect against cyber frauds, given how there are many duplicate and fake IMEI numbers that can lead to and are leading to large-scale security scams that are underway, and that is why this app has been introduced. How does the Sanchar Saathi app work? Now, this is very important. The app connects to the user's device, IMEI, with the government database, and that is exactly why claims that are also being made on whether this will lead to snooping, whether privacy of the user will take a hit. But this is how the app is working. It will connect to the user's device IMEI with the government database. Why is this app generating so many controversies? Now, critics allege, like we've said, that the government may use this app for snooping, and privacy of a user that will remain no more because the IMEI number is linked to the government database. However, the centre is claiming that there are benefits to this app. Now, what are the benefits to this app? This app will allow users to report fraudulent calls, the spam calls that we keep receiving every now and then, and most importantly, stolen phones that are being traced through this app. The next question that is being asked is, can the app access any personal data that is on our phones, given how our phone literally has everything? The answer that is coming in is yes, the call data can be accessed, SMS logs and gallery that can be accessed in a scenario that we have this app on our phones. The opposition has sharply criticized the centre over the Sanchar Saathi directive, calling the move beyond unconstitutional, unquote. Congress leaders argued that a preloaded government app that cannot be uninstalled amounted to a dystopian mechanism for monitoring citizens, and they demanded an immediate rollback on grounds of privacy violations. Congress MP Priyanka Gandhi Vadra, who described the app as a form of snooping and insisted that citizens must retain the right to private communication without state intrusion. She said that such measures push the country towards dictatorship. She's maintained that while cybersecurity systems were necessary, there should not be usage of a justification to access every citizen's phone. Congress has rejected the Department of Telecommunications directions outright, arguing that the right to privacy protected under Article 21 was being undermined. Union Minister Kiren Rijiju, however, dismissed these allegations. He suggested that the opposition was inventing issues due to the lack of substantive concerns.
Government is saying it's for national security, so that it cannot be misused.
And the fraud will be easy to report. The government
for national security. Yeah.
But that's a very fine line, no? It's a very fine line between fraud is easy to report and we can see everything that every citizen of India is doing on their phone. So that's not how it should work. There should be an effective system to report fraud, and we've discussed this at great length on cyber security and this and that, and definitely there's a need for cyber security, but that doesn't mean that it gives you an excuse to go into every citizen's telephone. I don't think any citizen would be happy.
In the name of helping the people's consumer, BJP government is trying to attack on privacy of the common people. We had an experience of Pegasus here in India. So the government is trying to put a surveillance on entire people of this country through this app.
They had used Pegasus. They had political leaders and journalists and all judges, even their own party men has been, and they were doing this with Pegasus. Now they are going to do it with an app now. They are going to do with the app, which is going to be only way is that every Indian is going to be snooped into it, and in a mass scale they are going to do it, which is unacceptable, and we should all protest. And because these kind of apps, this kind of activities by the government is unacceptable.
संचार साथी सरकार कह रही है कि चोरी फर्जीवाड़े को रोकने के लिए इस ऐप को लेकर वो आ रहे हैं। डिजिटल अरेस्ट जैसी घटनाएं हो रही हैं, इसलिए जरूरी था, वक्त की जरूरत थी। ये आप लोग कह रहे हैं कि ये बिग ब्रदर एटीट्यूड है, ये हमेशा आम जनता पे नजर रखने की कोशिश हो रही है, ऐसे आरोप क्यों?
नहीं तो आप लोगों, अगर आपके पास से सिंगापुर मॉडल अपनाइए ना, सिंगापुर के अंदर हर आदमी के ऊपर नजर रखी जाती है। आप कहाँ मूव कर रहे हो, कहाँ जा रहे हो, सब उनको 1 मिनट में पता चल जाता है, 1 सेकंड के अंदर। तो आप रखिए ना, आप टेक्नोलॉजी का जमाना है, वो टेक्नोलॉजी अपनाइए। आप नॉर्थ कोरिया क्यों बनाना चाहते हो देश को, कि कौन कैसे बाल काटेगा, कौन कैसे चलेगा, कौन कैसे हंसेगा, कौन कैसे कपड़े पहनेगा, हमको क्या खाना है, ये सब आप तय करोगे। आप कहाँ लेके जाना चाहते हो? आप लोगों के मोबाइल के अंदर घुस करके उनकी निजता का हनन करने का काम करेंगे।
किस किस की जिंदगी में स्नूप करने की कोशिश करेंगे। गुजरात से लेके दिल्ली तक स्नूपिंग एलिगेशंस रहे हैं। पहले पेगासस के हुआ था, उसके बाद कई एलिगेशंस लगे थे सरकार के खिलाफ। अब तो ये ऑफिशियल हो गया मामला। इसको हिंदुस्तान को बनाना, रिपब्लिक बनाना चाह रहे हैं। ये डिक्टेटरशिप टाइप कंट्रोल गवर्नमेंट बनाना चाह रहे हैं। हर एक की जिंदगी में झांकने की एक कोशिश करना चाह रहे हैं। ये सरकार का काम है। हिंदुस्तान फ्री इंडिया है और फ्री गवर्नमेंट होना चाहिए।
जैसे एक बिग बॉस के हाउस में आपके ऊपर कैमरा हमेशा लगा रहता है, वैसे आपका फोन जो एकदम पर्सनल चीज है, आपकी प्राइवेट स्पेस है और प्राइवेसी हमारा अधिकार है, आप उसी का लगातार हनन कर रहे हैं। हम आपसे कह रहे हैं आप रिड्रेसल सिस्टम्स ढूंढिए, आप सर्वेलेंस सिस्टम्स बना रहे हैं। इतना क्या आपको लोगों को कंट्रोल करने की, नियंत्रण करने की, कौन क्या कर रहा है, किससे बात कर रहा है, क्या देख रहा है, क्यों देख रहा है, ये कितना सरकार दखल अंदाजी देगी प्राइवेट फैमिलीज में, प्राइवेट फोन्स में, प्राइवेट चीज़ों के निजी जिंदगी में। तो इसका तो हम पुरजोर तरीके से विरोध करेंगे, क्योंकि आप पूरे देश को ही एक सर्वेलेंस
अपोजिशन ये जो इशू ढूंढ करके लाने का आवश्यकता नहीं है। विंटर सेशन पार्लियामेंट में बिजनेस तय किया गया है, बहुत सारा मुद्दे हैं और कई मुद्दे जो अपोजिशन ने भी उठाया है, उस पर हम बातचीत करके आगे क्या करना है इस पर विचार करेंगे। नए नए मुद्दे ढूंढ करके पार्लियामेंट को डिस्टर्ब करने के लिए बहाना बनाने का कोई आवश्यकता नहीं है। हर मुद्दे अपने जगह में इम्पोर्टेंट है।